Hello, this is Pastor Nathan with Bible Stories for Kids, and today we're going to look at a story where Jesus teaches us how to be a good leader. Now, being a leader is a hard thing. People don't always want to follow or want to listen, and sometimes you can feel really alone as a leader, and sometimes people will take the power and the authority that they have as leaders and not treat other people well. And it's a really sad thing. It's something that's happened throughout history, not just in the United States and our government, not just in other countries, but in most countries, most places, most people, when you have power, when you're a leader, when you have authority, there's the temptation to mistreat other people, to use it in a selfish way. And Jesus teaches us instead to be leaders who are servants, leaders who serve other people, who consider ourselves lower and serve other people, rather than I'm a leader and I'm going to be in charge and order you around. And instead, I'm a leader and I'm going to do what I can to serve others well. It doesn't mean that they don't lead. They don't say, hey, everyone, let's do this. Let's go do a Bible study here. Let's have a prayer time or whatever. Let's build this project. Whatever it is that you're leading, it's not that you don't lead in those ways. It's a good thing to learn to lead other people. But you want to be a leader who's a good leader, who's a servant. So we're going to read what Jesus has to say about this. This is Luke chapter 22, starting in verse 24. The disciples, they started to argue. They disagreed about which of them was thought to be the most important person. Jesus said to them, "The kings of the Gentiles hold power over their people, and those who order them around call themselves protectors, but you must not be like that. Instead, the most important among you should be like the youngest. The one who rules should be like the one who serves. Who is the most important? Is it the one at the table or the one who serves? Isn't it the one who's at the table?" He's saying, if you're having a big banquet and someone like the president is there and they're serving them, the president's a more important person than the cook or the chef. But look at how Jesus approaches it. "But I am among you as one who serves." And Jesus is greater than any king, any president, any other leader. So he's saying we should be like him, where we even when we're leaders, come as people who serve others. "You have stood by me during my troubles, and I give you a kingdom, just as my Father gave me a kingdom. Then you will eat and drink at my table in my kingdom, and you will sit on thrones judging the 12 tribes of Israel." So he's telling them, hey, I have a plan for you. When Jesus returns, the disciples are going to help him rule and reign. And while we wait for him, he's going to leave the disciples in charge of the church. And he says, I want you to be leaders who serve others. It's really important. Even as kids, it's really important to learn when you lead others, you want to be a leader who serves, who thinks about the needs of other people, who cares about other people, who puts other people first rather than shouting down on people because you think you're greater or better, or you just like to boss people around. And it's an easy thing to fall into, to like to boss people around. Everyone likes to feel good about themselves or think they're great. Jesus says, let's lead as people who put other people's needs first, who think about other people first and care about them. So I encourage you, even as you lead your friends or anything you're doing at home, that you be a leader, that you learn to be a leader who serves other people. And I think those are the best leaders. Those are the people I look up to, who I'm like, I want to be like that person, are leaders who serve others well. Have a great week. I'll see you guys next time.